So this is episode 4 of Podcast on the Go.
On the go.
Part of the International Women's Month special for the podcast is having women guests for the podcast. So I have here my friend si Maria Jessa Sepe. So ang muna akong guest. Wa may table, so kupot lang ako sa akong mic. And what do you do? Introduce yourself. Ano?
Okay, gunit. I'm Maria Jessa Sepe. I'm an adventure educator at Cool Adventure Camp for professional development programs. I'm currently handling training for the past 2 years, and aside from that, we use adventure education to create leaders of change for the community.
So adventure education, unsa man na siya kanang laglaag? Adventure.
It's not laglag, not just laglag. Adventure education is actually just like a school, but instead of staying in the four walls of the classroom, what we do is we utilize the outdoors, ropes courses, land expedition, sea expedition. We utilize all those forms of adventure to create a learning experience. So what makes it different from the recreation, laag-laag, or probably the outdoor per se is the learning experience. So we actually process the learning experience of the participants, of the youth and the professional participants. So that's the gist of what we do.
That was not scripted, huh? Ditso. So basically adventure education is it's different. It's experiential.
Yes.
It's outside the four walls. So is it just about leadership, or what else can someone learn from adventure education?
Thank you for that wonderful question. So since I did not prepare, based on what we do, it's not just about leadership, because our participants are not actually all leaders, but they're all called to be leaders in whatever form or in whatever stage of their life they are. So aside from the leadership, we also have managing group conflicts. We also have organizational development. So most especially for PDP or for professional development, it's not just the leaders, but it's more of targeting on the organizational behavior and the group behavior, and yes, more of the holistic approach. For the youth development programs, it's more of really leadership, servant leadership. So it's more of how the youth use themselves to create that positive change to the community, and Vernon is really part of that ever since. We also have special participation of our youth development facilitator, Bidlisio, as our guest later.
So that's your work. That's what you do.
Yes.
So outside work, what do you do?
What do I do? Do I even have time for outside work? I am passionate about outdoors. So at work, we utilize outdoor for the learning experience. But outside work, I still am really passionate and active about outdoors. So
Like what?
we actually climb mountains, Philippine mountains, and Vernon over here also climbs mountains. We also use the mountain trails for the more, shall we say, mixed types of sport plus outdoor. So right now I'm passionate about trail running and as well as football.
What's the highest distance that you ran? Like normal pavement run and then trail run.
I'm not a pro yet, but we have run marathons and
How much is the distance for
Distance for a marathon is 42 kilometers. And if we do ultra marathons, that's more than 42. So if we do 43 kilometers, that's already an ultra marathon. But the highest so far for us
50.
is, for me, is 50, 55 for
55.
Trans-Cebu. It's from Balamban to Cebu City.
55 kilometers.
Yes. Of record.
Trail run or that's
The 55
pavement?
is pavement, uphill, downhill, plus trail. But the highest of purely trail was in Cordillera with Bidlisio over here. So
Very
that's the
silent
yes,
audience.
that's the Cordillera Marathon. Ultra. Yes.
Ultra?
Yes, 50.
50 flat.
Yeah, 52. We finished the 49 kilometers, so it's still an ultra.
Wow, isa pa man akong question na amaze ko sa audience, akong guest di ay. Kay ako, my highest distance is only half of the ultra. I know, 25 kilometers is my highest.
No, it's not true. He ran 26 kilometers in.
No, I got lost. I got
Trail.
lost in the trail in Minglanilia. I got lost and then I went the reverse of the of the route. 35k is the Kabanhawan trail run in Minglanilia. I did not join because I'm fat. No practice.
He's too busy to create these podcasts and
Oh,
being
I
an authentic
I
YouTuber,
ran.
so trying really to support our dear friend.
I ran this morning mga 4k lang.
Wow, maganda.
No, kung ano man na siya kanang, it's just kanang pang cardio.
Ah.
Spell cardio. Just to burn, just to keep active. No, okay. In our office we just sit for 9 hours, sit and sit and sit. And we only stand for snacks and lunch and going home. Wala na siya. Sige, so you climb mountains, you rock climb. We rock climb.
No.
Char. I rock climb once a year. Ikaw, kapila mo kang rock climb.
I have time.
But you have a wall climbing area
Yes.
in your workplace. Amazing, di ba? Sabi mo, may question na nawa ako sa running. But you also do outreach, di ba? So what outreach are you doing right now or recently?
Recently.
Or consistently?
Consistently. Probably I would start with the outreach that we created most impact of. So with DC over here, and I also had we utilized, since I mentioned a while ago that I am into football. I'm also passionate about really playing the most beautiful game, which is football. Also, Iggy here plays futsal and football. So probably the greatest outreach, shall we say, or creating that big impact to for that case is for the kids, is when we did the we tried to attempt for the longest football marathon in
World record?
in the world. That was an attempt, so it was 101 hours or 5 days non-stop football in Cebu, here in Cebu. So we did it in 2014. So it's actually for me the greatest impact charity that we did, along with the other football players. Yes, football volunteers from different companies in Cebu, because we really trained hard for 6 months for that, to really gain the physical fitness of the Guinness attempt. So for the 6 months we trained, we really had to train from after work. We work until 7:30, so from 7:30 to 11 p.m. we train at
Running.
We train for running, cardio, and we also have core exercises. And on weekends, we do the non-stop football overnight. So it was that physical training, and it's not just about the training and gaining more friends from the football community. It's really about the purpose of the event. So the purpose was really for the blue babies, or what we call those children or those babies with congenital heart disease. Yes, disease. So that's called CHD because according to studies, 1 out of 10 babies are born every day with CHD, and not even the mothers or the families know about it. So it's more of awareness, at the same time getting the support from the community, local and international. So it's like creating chaos or creating a commotion that, oh, they're attempting to do the longest football match in the world. So through creating that chaos and commotion, we can actually create more awareness for the babies, and hopefully also get funds out of it. So that's what we did 2014. Right now, what do we do? I am active in it's organization called Kindred Nomad. So these are composed of volunteers. This was actually created.
Do you have a page?
Yes. It's kindrednomads.com. That's a website. In Facebook, you can also search Kindred Nomads. So thank you. So it's formed out of international volunteers. So that actually started from couch surfing, as back in the days when it was really very famous baghapon ron. Yes, couch surfing. So there were volunteers all over the world, and which formed Kindred Nomads. So it is based in Camotes, in San Francisco, Camotes. So right
Cebu.
now, yes, I am not one of the founders, but I am one of the very active volunteers for Kindred Nomad. So what we do for Camotes is for special children in San Francisco elementary school. So we have around 70 special children in Camotes. So it's like special children. So it's for me an unbelievable size of special children in a very small area in
an island.
Yes, in an island of San Francisco, of Camotes. So the good thing is the government actually has a school for them. So meaning to say, there are 4 types: mentally challenged, hearing impaired, visually impaired, and there are also physical disabilities. Yes, specific kinds of disabilities. So all of them equal to 70 special children. So what do Kindred Nomads do as an organization? So what the organization does is it supports. So since our government, or we already have public school really for special children, for their special needs, there are still some of probably things to improve, or things for support, such as really the specific classroom for the specific disability. Yeah, so right now we have for the visually impaired, we have specific brailles, computers. We have them right now, but it's still not that enough. For the rest of the impairments, not specific classrooms are given. So that's what Kindred Nomads does. We raise funds from all over the world, especially also here in the Philippines. So that's it. And yun man, wala time. So the good thing is that the highlight of Kindred Nomads activity is really how the organization value the family of the children. So every Christmas, I always invite Vernon, but he has not been there yet. We have
You can invite
a Christmas gathering with all the Kindred Nomads special children along with their families. So we create that special day for in honor of their families, for really supporting them, taking care of the children, and as well as of the teachers who are very selfless all throughout the year. So every year we do that every December. So hopefully for the viewers of Vernon Goss podcasts and videos, you can actually volunteer for this year.
My sister is a special education teacher, so yes,
Yes.
maybe I'll just tell her to go to volunteer. It's December, every December.
Yes, every December.
Sumuna siya.
Every last weekend before Christmas.
Hmm.
That's usually the schedule.
So to close the podcast, what can you say to encourage people to do what you do? Let's start. Let's say from the reverse, like from your active lifestyle.
Okay, thank you. So, probably a final message to all the viewers. I'd have to say that back 4 years ago, I also worked in a corporate company. So, I was enjoying, but there was really something that was lacking. So, as I prepared myself, I equipped myself to really think about it, to think what I really want to do with my life. So 4 years after, I found all the guts and I found all the resources for me to really be in the dream job that I am now in. So it's to be an adventure educator, instructor, facilitator. So for me, probably the message
You
for everyone.
worked for your dream job.
Yes, for me, it's really like for everyone to work and realize our dreams, to face every day and say to yourself that I can create my living dream, and it's not just a dream that I do or I create at night. It's actually you creating and
Working.
living and working for that dream. And more importantly, when you are already in your dream, you really have, or we really have to give back to the community.
Too many people don't or give up on their dreams, diba? Without even working or without even trying, diba? They just surrender to their circumstances. Wala siya. Cameo, do you have an audience member? We're already closing and there's lots of tourists already, so we have a cameo from our single
She's
audience
also
member.
a living dreamer, so let's be.
They have the same job. Diba?
Yes.
Char. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Jessa
Support
and our
Vernon Iggy's podcast.
audience surprise audience member.
He as well is a living dreamer, so but he's doing what he loves while doing it.
Pwede. That's another perspective. So that's the end of this podcast. Thank you very much. Yeah.